Mike's Daily Podcast.
Well, I guess all good things come to those who wait, who are patient in this life.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
I am Mike Matthews. Welcome to FF episode 2122. Yeah, you are listening to the show, as I am too. And it's a great show because today we're broadcasting from Cafe Anyway. And I must say, I'm going to do another podcast picture with Basil the Boxer because that's cool. And he's on my mind.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Today, Basil. It's fun to say the word Basil, isn't it? In fact, there's somebody who is going to probably
Daily
call into the show.
Podcast.
336MM Daily.
Yeah!
3 plus 3 equals 6. MM as in Mike Matthews, Daily as in what this podcast tries to be. Good news, the company that I work for that got hacked by cyber hackers, we're finally back online. We finally can access the internet from work. For the past month, if we wanted to go on the internet, we had to use our phones, or we had to access the internet from home and then get whatever it is we needed to get and then bring it to work. On thumb drives. Yes, thumb drives. Some of you don't even know what that is. Some of you have no concept of what thumb drives is. And I would have been happy to bring you another podcast. I think I did the last one was on Saturday. But once I get into this world of dealing with this whole topsy-turvy, upside-down world, kind of takes away my gusto to do a show. Hey, but I'm doing it now, and that's the important thing. Hey, I've been wondering about this TikTok thing. And our president hates TikTok.
And here's today's podcast picture.
Because China is involved with TikTok. And listen to me, and let me ask you a question. Why would you download this app that has so many people on both sides of the political spectrum hating it, questioning it? The podcast picture is not of TikTok, though. It's of Basil the Boxer. 3 years ago, we went on this nice little hike in this area. I think it was near the what do we call it? Anthony Chabot? Yeah. No, the Leona Canyon Regional Open Space Preserve, which is in Oakland, and it is so nice. It's near this area called Buffalo Hills. Because, yes, there are buffalo in them there hills, and Basil barks at the buffalo. Oh, it's not buffalo, it's Caballo. Caballo Hills, which I'm going to search right now. Very good, Basil. Caballo in Spanish is probably horse. I didn't see any horses that day, but yes, I could see where horses would love that area. See that picture now at MikesDailyPodcast.com. Okay, right now, I'm going to do a little bit of, let's see, we'll mute that, and now let's hear this call in the segment we call...
Oh my God!
Email for me-mail and your calm and not so calm mess.
Okay, before I do this though, I have to do a little magic here. I have to press these buttons down over here at Cafe Anyway. Let's listen to this call.
Hello, this is Boris Borisnikov, calling to you from Russia. I just want to say every day I get home from work in the mine, I take a nice big glass of vodka and I listen to Mike's Daily Podcast. I really love how much you told me about Simple Minds a couple of weeks ago. Very good information. Here in Russia, we listen to Simple Minds all the time. As I like to sing, don't you forget about the Russians. We are very strong people. I love everything about Mike's Daily Podcast, though. So funny. Your dog, we would not eat him here at all. He is good boy. Never eat dog. We don't eat dog in Russia. We don't eat dog. Cat maybe, not dog. But I want to leave this very short because I have to get back to my borscht. My name is Boris. I eat borscht. Maybe funny, I do not know. It's very good, borscht good food. But I just want to say, I would love to go to America and go to this Benita place. Sounds very good. Almost like a dystopian wasteland of beautifulness. Oh, America sounds great. It's less cold. We do not have evil dictator man. Oh, maybe you do have a dictator man. I mean, it doesn't matter. Anyway, don't you forget about Boris. You know, as simple minds say, don't you forget about Boris. Oh, thank you. I love you, Mike. Bye.
Oh, it's Boris. I thought his name was Borscht. There's a place you can get borscht in Podcastro Valley. It's right there near the Round Table Pizza. If it's still there, I haven't been there in a long time. It's a European market, and they've got everything European there, and they, which I guess Russia's Eastern Europe, and you can sit down. They'll make you a bowl of borscht. I had it. It was interesting, and I had it hot, and it was funny. The guy said to me later, you know, the owner, and he had an accent. I don't know if it was like a real Russian accent like that guy we just heard, because that was totally real, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Mike's being facetious. That's the problem. That's why I never made it as a comedian. When I go sarcastic, some people don't know. They don't know the difference between Mike's normal voice and Mike's sarcastic voice. It's not readily apparent, I guess. But he said, you know, it's so hot outside, I could have made you cold borscht. That's the way we have it in Russia. All right, hey, I got another call. 336MM Daily, 3 + 3 = 6. MM is in Mike Matthews. Daily is in what this podcast tries to be. Yes. Let's see.
Hi, is this Giorgio's Pizza? I'd like to order 2 large pepperonis with anchovies. And can I get extra Parmesan with that? And I'll take a 2-liter of Diet Coke.
Ooh.
Thank you.
All right.
I love you.
Oh, thank you. It's Mike's Daily.
I mean it. I love you.
Oh, thank you. Wow.
There's a little extra something in it for you if you come in the next 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Mike's Daily Podcast, not Mike's Daily Pizza. Although I'd probably have more listeners if I had Mike's Daily Pizza. So let me ask you this. Why would you even download TikTok? With all we know about it, kids, yes, I understand young kids are on this thing versus old kids. But they're on this and they love it because I guess all their friends are on it. It's the biggest thing. But still, it's parents. You've got to talk to the kids. I'm not a parent. I know. I don't know what you go through. How am I supposed to know what you go through? You do your own thing. But you have to do what you have to do. But I don't know. I understand. You act like you know, Mike, but you don't know. Okay, but here's all I'm saying is that there's this thing called WeChat. And Tencent owns that. And I downloaded that to my phone because my former roommate had moved to Hong Kong, and the only way to communicate with him, and by the way, it was worth it for a while to have WeChat on my phone because that was the only way I could communicate with him, because China says no Google, no Facebook, no nothing, no social media. And he sent me some awesome pictures from Hong Kong, but then it destroyed my phone. It bogged it down. It was terrible. So why would you install anything basically that China makes is all I'm saying from the internet point of view, from the app point of view. Don't mess up your phones. That's my tip for you today. Look who's here. Hi, Mac. It's Benita the Rodeo Queen. How y'all doing?
It's a Disgruntled Fiddle Player. Tell you what.
What?
Looks like what your podcast today is all about is saying don't use the internet because it's evil. Just use it to listen to Mike's Daily Podcast. And bring me some borscht and pizza like Toot Sweet.
Toot Sweet. Wow, some French for you there. Look who else is here.
Hello, Mike. I make the delicious root beer. Have some right now. I'll cut you.
You got it, Brewmaster. I will drink your root beer, for I am thirsty. And because I did a show, and I was like zipping through it. episode 2122. Hey, you know what we're going to do? We haven't done this in a while. We're going to do a Mike's Daily Podcast video Oh, this is going to be so cool. But before I do that, hey, everybody, if you want to see the podcast picture, go to MikesDailyPodcast.com. I know, in fact, somebody who likes the podcast pictures, but they don't listen to the show, but they go to my Instagram, Instagram.com/MikesDailyPodcast, or just look up Mike's Daily Podcast on Instagram, and you'll find my Instagram. And this person said, wow, you sure go to a lot of places. Like, every day you go to somewhere new, Mike. How do you do that? How are you... But they don't notice the titling that I put on each podcast picture that says, I did this. This is something I did on this date 3 years ago, 4 years ago. This is something I did a couple of weeks. I'm not doing it all, like, every single day. Gosh, I got things to deal with, like hackers and stuff. Ugh. But all I'm saying is everyone's going to have to deal with that at some point. Every company needs to be aware of it. Hang on, sorry, I had to grab here, I'm just going to say, hey everybody, welcome to the Mike's Daily Podcast video that you can only catch here on youtube.com/Mike's Daily Podcast or at MikesDailyPodcast.com. That's right, I post these to my website as well. Isn't that exciting? What a great shirt I have. And you can't see what the top of my head looks like because of this wonderful camera angle. Life, it's all about camera angles. It's all about what we see and what we choose to see and not see and how we view things. That's what life is. I got a little deep and metaphysical with you there. Or meta something. So you can see that video and enjoy that. Next show, it'll be the wonderful Shelley Shuhart, Floyd the Floorman, and John Deere the Engineer. Thank you so much for listening.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at MikesDailyPodcast.com. Email Mike now at MikesDailyPodcast@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye!